Hi, everybody. Welcome to the happy hour. It's Tuesday. Apologies for being late. A little bit technical difficulties in the back end, but hey, we're here. We're going to get the winners flowing. We'll get right to it as we always do. We got Ramon, we got Ron, we got me here today. The three Ramigos are here on Tuesday to get you some winners. So, as we always do, we'll get to the cappers and we'll see how their Monday was, and then we'll get on to Tuesday's slate of things. I didn't see the early slate of that basketball game. What happened in the final? I think it was close in the first half, but I don't know. That was down by 10. It was. I think Cincinnati was covered by 10. Did they pull away and win by 20?
Yeah, they won by 20. They won by 20.
Basically, did the same thing they did in the first half. Double them up again in the second half.
I told you I like USC to win that thing, but Cincinnati's got the defense. If they want to play defense, but hell, nobody's playing defense now. So.
No, I haven't seen a whole lot of defense played in that one so far. So we'll kick it over to Ron. How you doing on this Monday, Ron?
I am good. Yesterday it was a tough day, but I got my best bets right. That's pretty much the only thing I got. And I got today's premium EPL penalty shot play, which I gave you last night. Nottingham Forest just cashed for us in the English Premier League. So off to a 1-0 day. Let's go.
I think that's 11 straight for Nottingham. I think is a favorite in that.
Yeah,
matchup.
they're pretty sick. They are pretty sick at home for sure. Got one for tomorrow too. I'll give you later.
Nice. How's Ramon doing?
KBO's back tonight.
Yeah, I'm just trying to read between the lines so you don't slip any April Fool's jokes in on me. I don't think Tiger's playing next week. I don't think Sid Finch is starting tonight for the Mets. Try me in the chat here. Try to fool us here on April Fool's Day. I won't put it past Rod. I think he's probably got some good ones.
I also seen what's his name there, the QB. I seen Dak Prescott. He got traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Was one of the other ones that I seen on the April Fool's jokes this morning.
I saw Judge P. 100 days.
Torpedo gloves, maybe.
What's his name from Dallas? See, they were getting rid of everybody from Dallas. Their backup QB. He was getting signed by the Saskatchewan Roughriders. He was moving up to the CFL.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance, that's it. Yeah, Trey Lance was he was beginning to become a Rough Rider up here in Canada is what
nice.
For a Canadian April Fool's joke. Nothing like riling up all the Saskatchewan fans first on April Fool's thinking they're going to get a QB rolling along. But no. That's just an April Fool's joke. Sorry, Saskatchewan fans.
I thought that was good. I thought it was a pretty good fit.
Right? It was close because, hey, why not? Could you see him in the CFL? I think it might be a good fit for him up there in the CFL. Speaking of a good fit, let's wish somebody in here. We're going to go. Welcome, Sean.
Welcome to the night crew. Ratings are going up now, John.
As I was coming in, I was outside. I was grilling. I think you just saw me finish on my burger, but I had to get some ribby props going for the show.
There you go.
So, because you sure as heck I ain't getting none out of no NBA for me. No way.
Come on.
That's sure as heck. No way. You know what?
No
like
CBC for me, Sean.
Like for the
no
next
CBC
week,
for me.
I can't get into that NBA. It's hard enough during the year. Right? I mean, we've had this discussion. If I'm not really into it in September, October, I'm not gonna be into it. And I'll kick it back in because it's just not interesting to me. I have NFL, college football, baseball, college basketball, now baseball again. Come on, these lines. It's ridiculous. I can't. You guys win. Excellent. I'm going to say great job. I just not going to. Why am I going to pretend? I'm not going to pretend and lose money. No way. Yeah. I'll stick to my stuff that I know it's going to be all right for me.
I said the other night, I don't know how I'm staying on a leaderboard in the NBA because it's just ridiculous. And I told Rod, I said, I've been playing these plus 15s thinking I'm good to go, and they're getting blown out the floor. So, yeah.
Plus 15.
That's what I said the other day when I was like with Chicago. I was like, don't you want? I'm like, they're the hottest team.
Yeah, Rod took minus 19 and a half or something last night.
I said, I was like, I'll take OKC and lay the 19 and a half. Give me the extendo on that one. They win by 20 plus. I was like,
so no Philly for me tonight.
Into the Bulls. No Philly for you, right?
Nope.
No.
I
So
mean, it's just,
it's the NBA.
although
So
Ramon
let's
would
quick.
I told you last night, I said Ramon would have been proud of me because I had the 2 unders in the women's game last night.
Nice.
And it wasn't because it was a mockery. I didn't think they were going to score. It was because somebody told me, hey, jump on these unders. You'll be all right. End up split.
You'll be all right. Split it. Yeah. You know what? Well, they scored like what? 20 points in the last minute? in that second game, in the other one, it was like 20 points. It was under the number, and then that last minute, as it always do, was like foul. Free throw.
I had
foul.
no idea. I went to ESPN, and of course, it's on the homepage. I'm like, wow, it was like 24-9. I'm like, wow, 13-9 in the first half. I'm like, wait, that's the first quarter? I was like, what is going on? I didn't know they played 4 quarters. I didn't even know.
4 quarters.
I was like, this is an easy under. 20 points in the first half.
Well, let's just say my scoring's been down with the ladies here this March.
That last one was pretty good. The one and the night
Ramon,
was scoring, but
did you hit any of the Crown games? Did you go to any of the games?
Oh, they won't let me into those.
Why?
Too high roll. Well, no, it's a novel event, but again, I don't know if you saw some of the controversy with, sports books have to kind of like plan ahead and tell the jurisdictions, the gaming commissions, what events are going to be bet on at certain times. You just can't throw up events there, and this tournament kind of maybe snuck up on the operators a little bit. Maybe they didn't do their research. Maybe they didn't know it was coming. I think everybody knew that it kind of, for the casual fan, just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Well, the same thing happened to the books, and they started to put up the lines at some major books, and they had to take the lines down because it's just they didn't get clearance from the Gaming Commission. There was a little bit of controversy last night with Georgetown and their makeshift lineup. Remember, a lot of talk about who's in, who's out, but some of these players, you can go into the portal and still play. So you just got to.
Someone had commented on me and Rod one day or yesterday. I was like, "Listen, Utah had 10 guys allegedly in the portal. They went off as the favorite. They went from dogs to favorites, and they still are. Mm-hmm. That's all baked in. But also with them like an unsanctioned because they were also paying the guys. So that was a whole different kind of taking it off of an amateur kind of level into a different kind of. I don't know what – I mean, again, the red tape and the hoops these guys got to go through. You can't bet on Jersey. You can't bet on Rutgers. You can't bet on games played in New Jersey for college sports. It's everybody's got different nonsense they got to go through.
By making rules like that, what you're actually saying to a certain extent is, we don't really know what could happen with this. So really, it's kind of a slap in the face. You'd think that if you were totally legit, you'd say, yeah, of course we can bet on these. We have it under control. We can get to the bottom of these situations like they have time and time again with some of the, times by, but that's not here nor there, Rod. Sorry.
You know what it was? Something new is what it is. It's a new tournament. They weren't ready for it, and somebody dropped the ball. That's all it was.
I can't even find lines on half of them.
Yeah,
I was looking for USC Tulane.
I've even heard horror stories of guys that have placed the bets and they got them voided on their winners because it's like the book was no, we shouldn't have put these up. It is what it is. They'll get it fixed, get it straightened out.
It's for the books, but it's really the gaming commissions that are kind of
correct. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
It's not the book. I mean, listen, those guys. Listen, you see the stories like, BetMGM's not playing up. They're not paying the guys parlay for $200,000 or some nonsense. There's some shady crap involved in it all the time. It's not like they're not paying it for no reason. You're betting into a line. It should be 7. You got plus 70. And in this case here, it ain't that they don't want to pay the bets. They'll lose their license because
that's what it is. It's not because they don't want to pay you.
You came in to play a slot machine on your 21st birthday and you hit 3 minutes before you turn 21. Oh, we'll give it to you. It's no big deal. Yeah, okay, yeah. Might as well give the whole casino away. We lost. You can't do that. They can't.
You won't be able to go bet there ever again because
it's also the nuance of just government interference on that crap with the all right, it wasn't sanctioned properly. We didn't get it right. Paid, folks. It was a college basketball game. That's all it was. If you're saying the guys are getting paid because they're getting paid, well, they're still getting paid. This is just I guess because it's bonus incentive, which is the real problem. As the teams progress, they get more money. Whoever That's probably the main thing they had to work out inside the however instructions. I don't know, Ramon. You might know more than me about the intricacy of the crossing the T's and dotting of the little
dotting the
J's.
I's. Yeah, we'll leave it to the guys that are crossing the T's and dotting the I's. We're here on the Tony Speaks Happy Hour. We went way off the rails on a tangent over here. Let's get to today's NBA action that we got rolling. I know Sean doesn't want to, but let's get out of that rat hole we were in there and move on, as we say. That's yesterday's news. This is today's news. We're going to kick it off. We got the Phoenix Suns taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks laying 5.5 there in that matchup. Total 225. We got Portland taking on Atlanta. Atlanta laying 5 in that one. Total 238. We got the New York Knicks laying 13.5 on the 76ers. Total 220.5 there in that matchup. And we'll even throw in the Orlando Magic taking on the Spurs there in that one. Magic laying 4. Total 217.5 in that matchup. We'll have a look at the injury reports. Looking at the Portland side of things. No Williams, no Henderson, no Ayton. Grant, game time decision, most likely being out. Simmons, game time decision. I'm going to lean to the side that he's going to be out for Portland. On the Atlanta side of things, no Wallace, no Toppin, no Capella. Trae Young, most likely to play for Atlanta in that matchup. Looking at the Suns taking on the Bucks. On the Bucks side of things, no Sims. Portis, what's Portis down to? A few more games left to go. Lillard out. AJ Green, game time decision. Giannis, most likely to play for the Bucks. On the Sun side of things, no Durant, O'Neal, and Bradley Beal, game time decision there. Looking at the 76ers side of things, no Oubre, no Maxey, no Drummond. Yabusele and Lowry, game time decision for the 76ers. On the Knicks side of things, we got Payne, McBride, Huckaporty, Brunson, out. Towns, game time decision for the Knicks. That's the first 4. Let's kick it on over to Ron. What do you like there in those 4, Ron?
Yeah, like I said, NBA's been just garbage lately, but this is going by my spreadsheet and taking an advisement that it does not, consider injuries or anything like that or back-to-backs. But I'm looking at the Knicks at the 24-11 spot for them, fading the Sixers. I'm also going to look at just complete fate of the Phoenix Suns. They're just done. It's getting ridiculous out there in Phoenix. No Durant again. So I'll look at the Bucks laying the points in that one. And I got my premium best bet in this group, too. You can get right now at Tony's Picks.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like here in the NBA's first 4, Ramon?
Yeah, going off of what Ron said about the Knicks and the Sixers, certainly the Sixers having big-time problems here with 8 straight losses, 7 straight non-covers coming in. We know this, what's going on in the story and everything, but we keep seeing the same pattern a little bit on these blowout games over and over, right? That favorite team that, ends up getting the cover here right now with these blowouts, end up scoring 130, 140 points while the other team just comes on trucking in around 100, 105 or whatever. That's what I see happening in this game. So if Ron has it here, maybe that the Sixers go down, I'll take the over here in this one. Sixers have gone over in 12 of their last 15 games. The Knicks have gone over in 4 of their last 5. So I'll go score the blowout here, especially if the total here has actually dropped 4 points to 219.5. So I'm going to take the over here with the Sixers and the Knicks tonight.
And for me in these ones, I still like Atlanta here in the spot. They're battling and have something to play for. And Portland just looks like they've given it all up. 1-4 gets the number. I think injuries will finally take Portland down. So give me Atlanta there in that matchup. And then the other one, I agree with Ramon. You got to take the over there. 76ers missing some guys there. New York's going to have some guys out. We know those G Leaguers, they definitely love to play, which is they get it every time on that one in the NBA. Plenty of times you think that, that guy's out, this guy's out, that guy's out. Oh, man, you're going to lose 30 points scoring. You know what? Sometimes that G Leaguer guy steps up and scores 50. Or 2 G Leaguers equal double what the original guy scores. So it just usually ends up being no defense being played. So I agree, take the over there in the 76ers and Bucks. With a lean to the Bucks, as you alluded to, these Suns definitely looking like they have set. Kicking on over to the last three we got going. We got the Raptors taking on the Bulls. Bulls laying 4.5. We got the Golden State Warriors taking on Memphis. The Warriors laying 4 in that matchup. And then we got Denver hosting the Timberwolves. Denver laying 3. I'm looking at the injury report in those 3 games. Looking at the Denver side of things, Strather out. Murray and Gordon are a game-time decision. Joker and Braun most likely to play for Denver. On the Timberwolves side of things, Shannon, Naz Reid, DiVincenzo out for the Timberwolves. Looking at the Warriors in Memphis. On the Warriors side, no Payton out there. Kuminga, game-time decision for the Warriors. On the Memphis side of things, no Poulin. Kakar, game-time decision for Memphis. Morant is in there for Memphis in that one tonight. On the Orlando side of things, Anthony, game-time decision. On the Spurs side of things, Bassie out there. Kicking on over to Ron. What do you like there in the late slate of NBA, Ron?
Like I told you last night, Boston was easy. I think Golden State's going to be easier. Memphis, I got on my spreadsheet, and again, doesn't take back-to-back or injuries into consideration, but 2-11 on my spreadsheet for Memphis as a dog when they come up as a play. So I'm going to lay it with the Golden State Warriors. And I think Chicago's run has come to an end. And plus, you're getting Toronto, who's a great road dog here. 23-15 on my spreadsheet, 15-8 as a scoring play. So I'm going to take Toronto plus the points in that one.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you like there in the last slate, Ramon?
I'll try one more time here with the Spurs tonight. They're just going to be eliminated soon. They're not officially eliminated yet. Orlando, we know they're in that play-in group. They're battling right now for the number 7 spot with the Hawks. It's going to be one of the 2 teams, but Orlando has now clinched their playoff berth. So I'm going to take the Spurs here, play a little bit of the East-West. I think we know the West has been a little bit stronger. And this Orlando team, they've been okay as a favorite for sure, but I'm going to try the Spurs tonight. One last effort here at home. Give me them plus 4 points over the Magic.
Nice. For me, these 2, I like a couple in this time spot. First one that I'm looking at here in this time spot is I like the Raptors here, as Ron alluded to. You know what the Bulls are in the second half of a back-to-back at home? 0-6 in the second half of a back-to-back at home are these Chicago Bulls, straight up and ATS this year in the second half there. So, yeah, give me the Raptors plus the points there in that one. The Raptors also have a nice little streak going against the Eastern Conference. Hey, they've covered 6 straight against the Eastern Conference. And the Bulls, hey, first half losses as home favorites. 6 straight first half losses as a home favorite. So I'm going to take the Raptors in the first half there at a nice plus price. I got that at a plus 140 right now. Give me the Raptors on the money line in that first half to have the lead going into the locker room against the Bulls tonight. That wraps up the NBA slate of things.
You didn't ask me one game.
Oh, you want one? You said you didn't want the NBA.
Right.
Sean's dipping his toe. Look out.
Okay.
No, I'm not dipping my toe. I got one on the ice, though.
Uh-oh. Frozen toe.
All right, let's kick it off on over to the controversial area of things and quickly move in and get out of. We'll do it all in one fell swoop of the college basketball slate. We got Oregon State taking on UCF. We got North Texas
started.
taking on that one's already started, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you got something live on it. We got North Texas taking on UC Irvine. We got Colorado taking on Villanova. We got Loyola Chicago taking on Chattanooga. We got Tulane taking on USC. Kicking on over to Ron. What do you like there, Ron?
Well, I couldn't find it. I looked all over line services. I couldn't find the Tulane USC, but I love the over. Just like last night, that late game moved over big time. Remember, I got it at 156, and I think it closed like 160 or something. Went way over to total. So I like USC. And again, that's my pick to win this tournament. USC over 158.5 is what I'm seeing now. Don't want to really mess with the rest of the CBC, but I'm going to go the NIT. I called it beginning. I like UC Irvine to win the tournament, so I'm going to stick with them. Give me the plus 1.5.
Kick it over to Sean. You liking any of these college basketball games tonight?
No April Fools down there.
I was going to say Cincinnati by 22 is a lock.
That is a lot. Exactly.
I like UFC tonight. Central Florida. I like the over in the Nova game. I got it, but I also got it at 140, so I like it. I went up to 146.5. And man, is the Tulane too big a number? Like Boise, I like Boise yesterday. Like I thought Boise was gonna be a blowout. See, that's my choice. I think Boise's gonna win this thing. I think they're the motivated, as motivated as somebody can be and excited to be here. So I look at that line of USC the same kind of way, Ron. Like they're begging to take the points, but Tulane is like a feisty kind of team. Like, hey, little brother, big brother kind of thing. I lean points in that guy. I lean the points. Didn't play it. I like North Texas. I actually moved for myself on this earlier today in North Texas. I don't think I put it on the site. I just grabbed. I'm like, you know what? I was looking at it, and I liked Irvine because I thought in 31 games, you're a pretty damn good team. But defensively, North Texas is like freaking ridiculous. And when Irvine played like tougher defensive squads, like we saw them against San Diego, they have trouble scoring 60 points. So I'll go North Texas there. And the Chattanooga Loshi, man, I don't know. Chattanooga's been dogging every game, and coming into the tournament, they were laying 17 to teams. I don't get it. I think Loshi's got the name though, right? Oh, it's Sister Jean Loshi. I don't know. This give me North Texas here. North Texas in the knit.
Kick on over to Ramon. What do you like hearing these ones, Ramon?
I see a spot I can look at here, maybe with the total in the Chattanooga Loyola game. Look, I know the postseason, the tournaments, especially the non-NCAA tournaments, we've seen overs, but both of these teams did go over in their quarterfinal game. Loyola against Kent was 134, went under by 8 points. Chattanooga went under in their game against Bradley, and that was 151. A game against Bradley, imagine that, 132 final. So I think I'm going to end up on the under here in this one at 146.5. It's dropped here about a point and a half. And even though maybe these teams have been going over towards the end of the season, you look at Loyola 9-12 to the under as a favorite, Chattanooga 3-6 to the under as a dog. And these rolls, I'm going to take it under here in the NIT with Chattanooga and Loyola Chicago.
I mean, looking at these ones, give me the under North Texas and UC Irvine, 128. Yeah, that's I think it's about right where the line should be, but I think we cruise right underneath that 128. You look at North Texas, the last 15 games against a non-conference opponent in an neutral court, we've seen 128 points or fewer. So that line's right on the thing. I think we get under that. As Sean alluded to, North Texas can play some defense there in that one. So lower scoring matchup in that one. And then another one I'm looking at is speaking of, has that line gone too far? Has that total gone too high in Tulane and USC? That's the big question there. It's moved a lot. It's up to 159.5 from 152. 7-point move on that big giant climber.
Just like last night, late game.
Reason. Yeah, just like the last night in the late game. It was close. It was what? You look, it finished 6 points over that total when it closed that. So I think the same thing what we've seen. Too much no defense being played, a lot of offense. I think you might be able to find an extended. I think they get it to 170s in that one. All right, that wraps up the college basketball slate for the evening. Let's kick it on over to let's do the MLB. And we'll split the MLB up into we'll do everything before everything before the 8:10 p.m. Eastern game, which is San Francisco and Houston. So in this section we'll include the Mets and the Marlins, Texas and the Reds, Arizona and the Yankees, Pittsburgh and the Rays, Washington taking on Toronto, the Twins taking on the White Sox, Kansas City taking on the Brew Crew, and the Angels taking on the Cardinals. We'll kick it on over to Ramon. What do you like there in the early slate of MLB, Ramon?
I'm going to go to the packed house down here in Tampa at Steinbrenner Field. Take a look at the Pirates and the Bucks. The Bucks will start Harrington here, a rookie making his first major league start, going up against Shane Baz here. Total has crept up to 9, probably because of the starter here for Pittsburgh. Probably just an opener for the most part in this game. But these Tampa games don't look like they're going over to me at home right now. Tampa's doing a pretty good job, allowing just 2.3 runs per game so far. So I'm going to end up on the under here. The teams are combined 3-6 to the under thus far this season, and at 9 I can't pass. Give me the under with the Bucks and the Rays tonight in Tampa.
We'll kick it on over to Sean. What do you like here in the early slate of MLB?
I'm gonna fire away here. I like Arizona against the Yanks. Like the White Sox in the under. Royals again to get it done, and that's it. That's in the early games.
Kick it on over to Ron. What do you like here in these early slate of games, Ron?
Yeah, I'm just wondering why the Brewers are still favored, Sean. And you know I'm a Royals fan. I'm looking at Milwaukee tonight. There's something that stinks here. So the Brewers are 0-4, coming in their home favorite. It stinks to high heaven. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Brewers in that one. And yeah, plus 130 with Cincinnati. They're a great home dog. They've been a great home dog. They kind of own the Texas Rangers, and I'm going to keep riding them as a home dog just like I did last night. So give me Cincinnati.
Like it.
Yep, I agree. Give me Cincinnati there in that one as well. You're going to give me the big price. I don't trust Texas here. You have Aldi, his first time out. He got touched a little bit, gave up a few runs. Reds bats are starting to roll. I like the Reds there as well. Another one I like, I don't know, do we just keep fading the Pirates? You just blindly fade the Pirates? It's just kind of like, the Pirates are playing today. All right, fade them. Eventually, that's got to turn around at some point for the Pirates, but I don't think it's here tonight. Give me the Rays on the run line in that one. I think they beat up on the lowly Pirates again. No part of the Pirates going, they're stealing all me booty. In that one.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good pirate there, right there.
It was pretty good, right? Not bad. Another one I'm looking at. I like Arizona in the first 5 here in this one. Give me Corbin Burns. I think he mows down the Yankees and their torpedo bats there in that one in the first 5. I think he has a good outing. So
I don't mean to jump in here, but Paul Skeens tomorrow is a 120 favorite.
That's the only time they'll win, John.
Why is it 120? He was 160 over Alcantara. He's 120 over Peacock.
Because their defense sucks and their bullpen sucks. So that's I guess that's why it's so low.
I gotta take Skeens tomorrow. 120. I got it. That's
got to.
I'll jump in and take a loss. I don't care. 120. I gotta take it.
Yeah, you're already right now. John moved already a nickel. I'm showing it some books already here. 125 now.
And another one I like here in the spot. Give me Minnesota. I know they've been awful. I never really seen them. They've been awful, but I like Minnesota here in the first 5 with Woods Richardson going. I think he can deal and mow down these White Sox. That everybody's seen has been hitting, getting some hits, getting some runs, but not here in this one. Wood Richardson mows them down early, and I don't know if the Twins hang on late, but at some point, this Twins team has enough bats and enough offense and enough defense to get out of that slump. We just know the Twins, what they do. They're kind of like the Twins remind me of the Buffalo Sabres, where they win games in bunches and they lose games in bunches. It's just kind of this is what they do. But so then you guys, as a Twins fan, you just hope they win. Their winning streaks are longer than their losing streaks. I mean, we see that plenty of times, and then they jump in the playoffs and lose to the Yankees. So, hey, welcome to the life of a Twins fan. Let's kick it off into the last slate of games we got rolling here tonight. We got San Francisco taking on Houston. We got Detroit taking on Seattle. We got the Cubs taking on the homeless Athletics there in that one. Ooh, the homeless got roughed up. Even their temporary home. They've seen some beating there. Somebody stole their blanket is what happened there in that one. The Cubs came to town. Cleveland taking on the Padres. And then we got controversy here in this one. We got definitely a split on who's on what. So we got Atlanta taking on the Dodgers here in this one. I'm excited to see that game tonight. We'll kick it on over to Ron. What do you think there in the late slate of MLB?
Well, I'll make it more interesting for you, Rod. I'm taking the under 7.5. I'm not going to take a side in that one. But, man, the Dodgers are just rolling, man. It's just they're unstoppable right now. Looking at Houston, what's wrong with this team? Well, I'll tell you, they lost a couple bats that were huge in this lineup, man. Bregman, Tucker, and it's really showing. So I'm going to stick with San Francisco. Logan Webb's a hell of a pitcher. Don't really trust Wisniewski. And Houston, we have a problem. So definitely there. And I'm going to bounce back with Seattle. I love Logan Gilbert. He's my one of my Cy Young picks this year. Great. I know that line's getting way up there, but I'm going to go ahead and do Al Nino's -1 run line in that one. And my best bet, which I can't find anywhere right now, the St. Louis Cardinals. So I'm going to give you a premium right there. If I ever find it, I'll put it up. St. Louis.
Kick it on over to Sean. What do you like here in the late night slate of things?
I thought the El Ninos was a first quarter, so I thought you'd maybe do like a 3-inning bet.
First three.
First three?
Like a first 3-inning bet for baseball, since it breaks down a little different. Listen, that Houston team, that offense is the hot mess, and I want to start getting on their unders. Webb is good, but on the road he's a little dicey. I think tomorrow I'm just going to start blindly just doing some Houston unders, depending on who's pitching for them. So even at 8 here, are they going to score 4 runs? I don't know. I mean, again, I'm staying away because Webb, he might give up 3 tonight because he's not at home. That's where you want to grab that cat. I'm with you on Seattle.
Houston gave up 7 yesterday. I was on the under with Houston yesterday, and I got burnt. It was an 8.5, and they scored 9, and with the Giants scoring 2 in the top of the 9th. Crushed me.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Well, that's
it's like,
the thing with them. But you have cats coming in now. It's like, well, here comes Lance McCullers. The guy's been pitching like years, so I can't. You gotta take that in consideration where you're going to get a bunch of the old. I know it's day 2, but it's still bullpen guys.
Oh, I know.
It's a tough cap. But again, I think Rod, you know this, Ron. It is season 1 for this. It's not all right. It might lose 2, 3 in a row, but if you go the whole season, all of a sudden it's going to be like 55 and 24, and you're like, oh, I got to get on this. Well, we're talking about this in March. I think it's going to – because the staff is good. Those guys are, what's his name? Framber's good. I like the other kid. Francis, they got Hunter Brown. They got some decent pitchers. The bullpen's good. The bats are a problem. Mariners, let's go. I put them in the chat. You see all my Ruby props here for the Mariners today. I'll repeat them. J-Rod +145, Polanco 2-1, Rosarena +155, Rally's +195. Actually, Ray Lee is 195 and Rally is 155, and Crawford's 265. I think they're hitting Mize. First 5, run line. I'm 1.5 for extra payday. I think Seattle gets it done. Gilbert's a great pitcher. The guy, he walks like a guy every other year, I think. I mean, he's just ridiculous.
He's awesome.
Padres, give me the Padres here. Again, I'm going to go with the streaking. We're streaking through the quad. I'll jump on them. But again, run line, no. I don't want to lay like a 170 here, whatever, 180. I'll do a run line +125. The A's look like it's going to be an over in that stadium, so I guess I'd lean over in that one. And the Dodgers, I got underrated yesterday. It's come down here. They're begging you. I think they're begging the Dodgers here at 130. I can't. But again, Sale, Braves haven't won. At least Sale looked good in his first start, even though the bullpen choked it up for him there. I lean Sale. I couldn't get over my fear of taking a team that hasn't won yet, but I do like Sale tonight too. Sale in the under, I guess. Definitely under first and then Atlanta second.
Kicking on over to Ramon. What do you like here in these late night slate? Ramon?
Yeah, if I could add to Sean, I saw the lineup is out actually for the Mariners. No Polanco, but if I could suggest tonight, Sean, to maybe try Victor Robles in there in
No
that.
Polanco, huh?
in that spot. Yeah, tonight. Also, maybe also look out for Ryan Bliss. I don't know where you can find him on the props market, but looks like an interesting young hitter here, Bliss. Anyways, I'm going to go to tonight the Cubs. Why not? They scored 18 runs last night. They have no place to shower apparently, or no place to hang out after the game. They're hanging out in a shed that looks like they got it out of the Home Depot right now, but it doesn't matter. They're taking it out on the ball right now. 18 runs. We saw Carson Kelly with that catcher cycle last night. That's tough to do. He made it all the way to third base. So Cubs looking to smash here right now. I've been talking about the Cubs lineup. If you just went down the names, although you guys did mention Kyle Tucker a little bit, losing him from Houston, he stands out pretty strong with these guys. It feels like to me, Happ, Suzuki, Bush, Swanson. I like this Cubs lineup right now. I don't know if they'll be there long term. Hopefully they will for Cubs fans. Give me the Cubs tonight on the road. They're only minus $1.30 here right now at some of the, even a little cheaper at a few places. Cubs will be my play on the show over the Athletics.
And for me in this slate of games, it's Houston, they didn't get their barrel of sticky stuff, so they can't be cheating right now. So that's why they're not playing so good. Blanco, we know Blanco. That's why he didn't pitch so good yesterday. No sticky stuff. He was all out. Sorry, no sticky stuff for Blanco. They lost yesterday. There in that one. I think they lose again. Give me the Giants there in that one. Giants playing pretty good ball. One of those things, as Sean said, hey, they're streaking. Give me the Giants there in that one. Going to continue to roll. And I'm with you guys. Give me Logan Gilbert against Detroit. You look, the only run line that Seattle's covered all season was when Logan Gilbert was on the mound earlier this year. The Seattle Mariners did cover that run line there. So I'll take Seattle on the run line there in that one. That wraps up the MLB. Let's skate it on over to the
We got
ice.
a couple of Chris Atkins props in there if you want to read those off.
Oh, cool.
We'll skate on over to the ice, and then we'll get to those. And he's got some
home run props. We got Freeman at plus 900 and Arenado at plus 850.
Yeah, we'll see if Freddie makes that lineup tonight. He injured his ankle. I like quite often, like Sean Higgs does in the shower.
Tom, I'm trying to do bubble bath bets and I trip up. Camera falls. It's a big mess.
So stick with the baths, Shawnee.
On to the ice.
On the ice we go.
Awkward silence from Ron and Rod on that one, Ramon.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm going to skip right by that. TMI for me. TMI. Moving on, we got Nashville taking on Columbus. We got Buffalo taking on Ottawa. We got Florida taking on Montreal. We got Washington taking on Boston. And we'll throw in Tampa Bay taking on the Islanders. That's all the games before 8 p.m. Eastern. Kicking on over to Ramon. What do you got for us, Ramon?
Rod, I got Ottawa to roll tonight over Buffalo. That's going to be my play here right now. Buffalo, the last place in the East, shouldn't have been this way. They've actually played a little bit better of late, but I can't like this matchup for Buffalo right now. They've won like the last three in the series so far this season. I think Ottawa knows that, so I've got to take them tonight and lay the 1.5 with the Senators here at home over Buffalo. Take out a little frustration on those guys, and obviously Ottawa's still a little bit of importance here right now. Yeah, they're in charge in the wild card at this point, but they could roll here tonight against the Sabres.
Kicking on over to Sean. What do you like here, Sean?
My game's in late action, so I give it now or wait.
We'll kick it on over to Ron, and he'll give us the early section, and then we'll
Pass
score
over,
yours out of the last.
Yeah, I got premium in the section. You get the NHL slap shot play, but I'm gonna agree with Ramon and give you a little extra stat here, just like it did. The Flyers took that as a home favorite last night. You know, you guys, some people just look at the home records, but I kind of dig deeper into it. Listen to this: Ottawa 16-8 at a home favorite. Buffalo 9-18. Automatic play there. Give me Ottawa as well.
Yeah, definitely in agreement. Take Ottawa there in that matchup to beat up on Buffalo. Ottawa's in that. I believe they're in the first wild card position. Montreal holds that second wild card position there. So definitely Ottawa plays their best hockey. I don't take Ottawa in that one. And then where's the other one? Give me Montreal here. You look at Florida, this Panthers squad, they've not covered the puck line in 9 straight games. So if you want, you can take the +1.5, but I'm going to take Montreal in the money line. Montreal has an outside chance. They're sitting there, as I just mentioned, holding that wild card spot down. So you look at their schedule, though, down the stretch, it's a tough gauntlet. So this is one of those ones I think they got to take advantage of. They're at home to make the playoffs. The percentage is a little low because of the remaining games that Montreal has, but I think they got a shot to sneak in there. Well, of course, I'm going to cheer for Canadian teams.
Feels tough, right? You got 5 teams are battling for one spot, is what it looks like.
Yeah, pretty much. So Montreal there in that one. From what I've seen from Florida, it looks like they're just waiting to get to the playoffs and get some guys back and be healthy 100% and start rolling and making a run. Montreal in that matchup. Kicking on into the late slate of things, we got Detroit taking on St. Louis, Calgary taking on Utah, San Jose taking on the Ducks, the Oilers taking on Vegas, and the Jets into LA. So that should be a good one tonight. We'll kick it on over to Ron. What do you think there in those ones, Ron?
Yep, you look at the LA Kings, how good they are at home and how good the Winnipeg Jets are on the road. This is going to be a dandy, and it's my spreadsheet play of the day. It's on Twitter if you want to look it up. The Kings are, just regularly, you're looking at 27-8 at home, and on the road, the Jets are 23-13. But once again, we'll break that down. If you look into it deeper as a home favorite, the Kings are 21-7. Guess what? They are as a road dog, 3-6. Take the Kings. Jets don't play as well as road dogs, so we'll take the Kings.
Kicking over to Sean. What do you like there in those ones, Sean?
I like me some Kings at home here as a favorite. That's it. I don't know. I see they're 10 games worse and they're favored. I love that kind of nonsense. That's my handicap. 10 games less wins and they're favored. It's enough for me.
That's because the Kings can't play on the road, Sean.
That's because they're 20. That's because they're 27-4 at home this season.
Yeah,
that would be why they're favored by -120 at home.
We're home. We'll take it.
And then if you look head to head, you can also dig deeper into that one. That both meetings this season, the Kings have won 4-1, 2-1 in that matchup as well. So head on over to Ramon. What do you think there on those ones, Ramon?
Yeah, maybe they do have something over Winnipeg here, no doubt. What a season for the Kings. Got to fix this road situation, or they're not going to get out of the second round, obviously, here. Let me go to a real hot team, the Blues. Man, the Blues are on a roll right now, and hard to pass up here at plus money on the puck line for me against the Detroit team, the inconsistent Detroit Red Wings for sure. Red Wings are pretty good as a puck line dog. St. Louis, maybe not covering those, but right now this momentum rod for the Blues just feels like too much. Detroit's 1-7 straight up their last 8 on the road, having lost 11 of their last 15 overall. This is a 9-game winning streak for the Blues, including 8 straight here right now at home. So go ahead and give it to me here on the puck line tonight. I'm going to take the Blues over the Red Wings on the puck line.
You know what it is with the Blues? You just can't go against Jobu. Jobu has made his appearance into the St. Louis Blues locker room, and they've actually given him his own little stall. They put his own little nameplate, Jobu, and the Blues are 15-2 ever since they put Jobu in his own little spot. The little Jobu bobblehead has been the reason why the Blues have cruised into that final wild card spot and basically left the other team 6 points in the dust in the West. So it's looking like it might be all but wrapped up if Jobu and company don't start losing some games. And they're not looking like they're going to lose some games there. But the only stat that I did find was that the coach of Detroit, since he's been the coach when the line's been at 5.5, he's 6-0. When the game's been lined at 5.5 since he's been the coach of Detroit is 6-0 in that spot. But do I want to catch a falling knife against Jobu? No, definitely do not want to do that in that matchup. Another one I like in the spot, give it the Ducks over the Sharks. I'm not touching the Sharks. The Kings can score 8 on the Sharks. Guess what? The Ducks have been scoring goals. They'll get the win there in that one. Give me the Ducks on the puck line. I believe the Ducks following a loss. They've covered 12 straight puck lines following a home loss there. So Give me the Ducks on the puck line there. And that one, you know what? This line hasn't budged a whole lot for Edmonton. A little bit of motivation. That squad took the morning skate, and their captain came out for the morning skate. Is he going to play tonight? Probably not. But he's back out on the ice skating, which gives the team some momentum. And we see what Leon did last game. Guess what? He can take that team onto his back. The Oilers, as a dog this year on the road, 4-1 as a road dog this year. And off of 2 days rest, 5-2 off of 2 days rest are these Edmonton Oilers. I'm going to take the Edmonton Oilers there in that matchup. And then, I'm sorry, but everywhere I look today is everybody's ready to crown these Kings the champs. Guess what? The Jets are 10 games better than what the Kings are. This is a double revenge spot. The Kings have already beat them twice. Jets had this circled ready to get themselves a win. Give me the Jets, Jets, and the Hellebuck and the reigning Vezina champ who just passed 43-plus wins and settling into elite company there in that matchup. Should be a good one there, but I think the Jets finally get off the schneid and make a statement tonight and beat the Kings at home and hand them their 5th loss. That wraps up the sports slate, and that brings us to the parlay section, player prop, game in the future. I think Sean's already given all 3 of those above already before we even get to the spot, but we'll get to the spot now. So let's, and then I'll let you know what we got going over at Tony's Picks for our best bets. So let's kick it on over to Ron. What do you got for us tonight, Ron?
Man, we held a hell of a parlay last night. It went 2-1. We lost the Wild outright, but we hit the other 2, and they were big dogs, especially Brooklyn. I'm going to try to do that again and try to replicate it, and we'll see what we can do. Give me the Cincinnati Reds at plus 130. I'm going to take the Toronto Raptors. That's a good plus money right there outright. And on the ice, give me Montreal. Take them out all the way. What I got for sale tonight, I got my best bets in one in college basketball. I got one on the ice. Of course, the slap shot play has been just red hot. Just top of the leaderboard there at NHL. So doing very well this year. NBA, I got my one play, the NBA 3-point play there, and my Diamond Crusher. And like I said, I can't find to put in a premium, so I'll just give it to you, St. Louis Cardinals. That would be my best bet on the Diamond for tonight. And I'll get you a KBO and a EPL for at the end of the show here. Stay tuned.
Kicking over to Sean. What do you like here, Sean? Muted.
I'm muted. I know. I'm talking muted, and I'm hitting the button. I'm on my other screen with the button. There's some different cats in the chat here, so they don't know my stuff here. So I am 0-2 in baseball, 1-2 in player props here. I think I'll get player props in the chat like I did. I can't pick and choose them because I'm 17-17 for the year plus 1,400, but I'm 1-2 with them here in the show. So I'm going to stick to the baseball games here. All right, we're going to go Arizona minus 120, and we're not parlaying. We're straight playing these puppies. Arizona. I don't care. I'm taking the Royals. Nobody wants KC. I'm taking them. I can't take a team that hasn't won and they're laying points or as a favorite. And I'll come in. Boy, oh boy, should I take the White Sox again? No, we're going to go for a payday here. Mariners run line. You saw all of my player props. I think they're going to hit Casey Mize and company, plus 135 on the run line. 135 for them, 110 for KC, a minus 120 Arizona. 1, 2, 3 straight plays in the bathtub. Away we go.
Kick it on over to Ramon. What do you got for us tonight, Ramon?
Yeah, I'm going to go off the board here with a midweek college baseball 3-teamer. Midweek, I like to lay the runs a little bit, get a little bit more steady. The weekends are for upsets. So I'm going to go with OU here, minus a 1.5 over Texas Tech. LSU lay 5.5 runs tonight against Louisiana Tech and wrap it up with USC minus 3 over my San Diego State Aztecs 3-teamer in college baseball. Over at Tony'sPicks.com. I've got a package tonight in MLB 3-teamer. Let's roll in the major leagues. I got my discount best bet tonight is on the ice. So join me over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 15%. Got a little something also in the action at the college basketball crown. So a little something for everybody on a Tuesday.
Nice. Yeah, I had 3 over there. I got Tackle the Books Tuesday, so definitely scoop that. I've got a 5-pack. Got my top play in college basketball play over there as well. Playing the MLB, so definitely head on over. Best way to go, though, is long-term here at Tony's Picks. That way, if we find one of those late plays, you get an email directly to you. 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time, you will get that late steam play. Exclusive. I hadn't heard of that anywhere else, so definitely jump aboard long-term. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. And parlay for me. We're going to go all on the ice. And you know what we're going to do? You're going to take every Canadian team that's rolling tonight on the ice, and you're going to parlay all those ones up tonight. Team Canada rolls tonight on the ice. We're going to take the Ottawa Senators. We're going to take the Calgary Flames. We're going to take the Winnipeg Jets. We're going to take the Edmonton Oilers. And we're going to take the Montreal Canadiens. Put all 5 of those into a parlay. And let's get it. Let's have a big night crushing the books. On the ice, all Team Canada, all night. We know that 60% of these NHL teams are made up by Canadians anyway. So
do it. Do it for Alex Trebek.
Do it for Alex Trebek. Yes, let's get it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Have yourself a wonderful Tuesday night. Get it. Crush the books. We'll catch you guys again tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. We'll catch you there on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate each and everybody. Make sure you subscribe. And as Sean says, just a little thumbs up. Costs you nothing. Helps us out a ton. Yes. Come on, you jackals. Give us that thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up. Have yourself a good one, everybody. Catch you on the next one.